Welcome back to another beautiful live section day here at Browdy Global Abuja. This is a great day, and we're going to be talking about an exciting topic, which is how to buy or invest in an off plan without losing your hard earned money or without getting your fingers burnt. This is one video that is quite explanatory, a video that will help you in case you are looking for an opportunity to start investing in off plan or you don't even understand what an off plan is. This is the video to explain every single thing to you. I believe strongly that if you watch this video to the very end, you gain clarity on how to invest in an off plan. A lot of people do not understand what an off plan business is all about or off plan projects, because I believe that if we do, a lot of people will jump in on it, and that's why we deemed it necessary for us to bring this educational content to you. All right, welcome back to our channel. Welcome back. My name is Esther Jeff Anoze, and I'm going to be your host for this particular live section. All right, so if you are jumping on live on this section, do not forget, is our routine. Do well to let us know where you are watching us from. And if you are going to watch the replay, also let us know where you're watching from. Use hashtag live or hashtag replay, anyone that suits you most. But without talking much again, let's dive right into this particular topic that is dear to our heart. So, in order for you to invest, there are a lot of ways that people make money in real estate. Yes, absolutely a lot of ways, a lot of mediums, as the case may be. If you also know that this way gives me this particular method gives me this, it will also help you to know which one can suit your need. For example, if you're looking for a flipping for close to 2 to 3 years, there's no business with you going on for a land banking project that could last between 10 to 15 years. Is that clear? All right, that's how much off plan can also help people sort out their need, because that is what they need per time and per season. Off plan is quite a delicate form of real estate investment, and that is why I said we are going to talk all about what off plan means, and most especially who should invest in off plan. Are we ready? If you're ready, let us know in the comment section and let us know where you're watching from. Though the first point I'm going to talk more about is starting or understanding what an off plan means. Like I said earlier on, this topic or this segment of real estate is rarely talked about, but people who have understood it is daily milking from it, because it's super good. It means that people take off stress from you. Meanwhile, you just pay a little for it. Is that clear? Like, you can own a house without doing so much. That is the power of off plan, right? The first thing is understand what off plan is. Off plan simply means, so that I can simplify it so you can literally understand what I mean, is paying or buying a property before it is fully built or completed. I know a lot of fears regarding off plan is, how sure am I that this building will be completed? How sure am I that when I finish making payments, I won't get the building and I won't get my money? I absolutely understand. And that is why I said this video is rich and it will educate you more, right? In Abuja today, many investors are buying off plan, okay? Prices are cheaper and at the early stage. A lot of times, people, if you're looking to own a house, all right, sometimes we got in in a conversation with someone who owned one of the finest houses in Abuja, and we're having a conversation with him on how he owns this beautiful spot in Abuja, and it was quite, it was quite, please end the call. It was quite an enlightening situation. It was quite a situation to help us understand why. How did you get to this point? And he said that he came very early. and he understood the developer, and he started making payments as it was coming. And that explains it all up. So the first thing you have to understand is that payment plans are always flexible if you are going to invest in an off plan. The second thing is that the value of that property will constantly increase. Do you understand? So as you are paying, for example, we have an amazing off-plan opportunity in Wuye called Signature Residence. For three-bedroom apartment, which we know as three-bedroom flats, you can start with a deposit of 30%. As we are paying maybe monthly or once in 2 months, the prices of the place will constantly increase. Recently, the price increased by 40 million. It moved from 158 million to 190 million naira in a space of between 6 to 8 months without lifting a finger, and you're still paying with 158 payment plan. Do you understand? 158 million payment plan. That is the power of buying an off plan. Okay, the value of your money and the value of your time will constantly increase as you pay for off plan. The next thing is that buying is key. I would always say that. But most times you have to pay attention to who is selling to you. Like I said, I'll come right down into that. So who should buy off plan before I get back to how you should buy right? Who and who is off plan made for? One beautiful thing about Abuja real estate market is that you don't just have to wait till you buy a duplex or a bungalow or a mansion. If you are starting out in life and you've understood what real estate market or real estate business is about, you can start with as little as one bedroom apartment right here in Abuja. It's so sweet and easy. For example, as a student or as a young family coming up and you just came to Abuja, you're looking for ways to keep set aside money for it to start yielding more money for you. This is one way you can start. So like I mentioned, you have an opportunity of starting with one bedroom apartment. We have two bedroom apartments, we have three bedroom apartments, as the case may be. Then we can now move over to the terraces, to the semi-detached duplex, to the duplexes, and to the mansions, right? But the question, or what I'm trying to say, is that there is room for everybody. And one good thing about this is that whenever you start and you see the benefits, you won't stop. You will constantly increase your portfolio. You want to add more or invest more so that your wealth portfolio will constantly increase. So who and who should buy off plan? The first set of people are people who understand real estate investment opportunity regarding off plan. All right. And I believe that is the case for people watching me right now, or you can send this video to someone you know who needs it. You can also pay, because people who went to buy low, you want to buy low and gain high appreciation. This is a perfect means for you. A perfect example is a duplex selling for 120 million naira off plan today may sell in a period of 6 months to 8 months. It can increase over 50%. It can move to 170 million naira depending on the location and depending on what is obtainable with the duplex. If it's properly built to taste, great location and all that, it helps people also know that this location is great, and there is plenty demands regarding that location. Then a lot of people would rush that particular location. Then the second set of people are people who understands how to use payments plan. All right, thank you, hashtag. All right, thank you for the feedback. The second category of people are people who understands how to use payment plan. Payment plan is gold, All right, some people, if they had known that you can buy properties using payment plan, they would have used it. You make payment of properties without feeling stressed. You either pay monthly, you can choose what you are looking for. For example, we have this new location that came to the market called The Groove, located in Wuye. If you know Abuja very well, you know that Wuye is a great location. It's not just, it's a lively luxury location, and we have a new estate that just came there called the Groove. We have options of land and apartments for sale. Now, if you are that kind of person that you are looking out to own your family house, or you can look out to own a house where people can pay you rental income. Now, this location is on point. It's 100 over 100, right? You can have an opportunity of using payment plan to buying a location in Wuye, in the heart of Abuja. You don't have to have all the money all up together, because I personally think that's quite a reason why a lot of people do not even invest, because they always feel this money is huge. I may not meet up. If I don't meet up, what happens, and all that. But if you understand that you can use payment plan, all right, and you can own this at the end of the day. In fact, by the time you would have finished making payments, the buildings would have come up fully. Then you should jump in on the offer. So people who understands payment plan, jump on this opportunity, jump on Offplan. And like I said, we have various off-plan projects or properties in Abuja, in Wuye, along the airport road. We have in Kiami, we have in Karsana, we have in Gusape, we have in Katampe Extension. In any FCDA location that you're looking for an off-plan opportunity, do well to let us know in the comment section, or you can reach us on the numbers that will later on add on the description box below. Right, the third category of people that should pay for off-plan are long-term investors. I talked a little bit about it when I was talking about people who understands the use of payment plan. So the third category of people are the people who loves long-term appreciation. A lot of people, I also have heard about mortgage, federal government mortgage, company mortgage. So you see a lot of staff or companies make availability of some houses for their staff, and in a period of maybe they spread across, depending on the business or the company or even the government, people, they take a certain percentage from the salary of the workers, so that at the end of the day, stipulated time, they get to own properties. That's another way people can also make or own properties using long term. All right. So these are the people. If you are in that category of people, you should also pay attention to owning off plan, because you can't constantly or continuously pay for house rent. Okay. You should think of ways on how buildings, apartments, flats, you can start with 1, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom apartment and grow, so that people, this money can constantly start working for you, knowing that over a period of time, you're not going to stay this energetic, you're not going to stay this strong to be hustling and to be everywhere. This constant investment you've made over a period of time will now yield its full increase to you. All right. So long-term investors understands rental income, or they understand shortlet apartments in Abuja, especially. Shortlet is a business that we've done a lot of videos regarding shortlet apartments, and you can check around our channel. You'll see a lot of videos we've talked about shortlet apartments and the business side of it too. Then if you're looking to own your future house, personally, sometimes I talk about future homes for couples, because it's one of the legacies you can give to your kids. Imagine them owning their rooms, their playgrounds, their own spaces and all that. They will always internally be grateful to you. And this is one way you can own a house for the family. All right. Off-plan is a very strong strategy. And the next category of people who should buy off-plan or invest in off-plan is also first-time property buyers. Yes, you are not left out in this, because sometimes one of the category of people that I like to talk on prime is people who have never bought properties before. And I would always say that sometimes the reason is that they may not have seen someone around them buy properties, or they are afraid or something. There could be a reason. So over time, I will share with you how you can start and how it can benefit you in the long run. This category of people, you can also invest in off-plan. You can also own apartments for yourself, to your name, because Because at the end of the day, this money you have will still be spent. But is it not better that it is spent in the right direction? I don't know how many of you, if you're watching me up till now, you've had money for a period of time, and maybe you check back your account and you realize that a certain, let me give you a clear example. You have close to 1 million in your account, and by the beginning of the month, and maybe 2 weeks down the line, we are seeing 700K. And if they ask you what happened with the 300K, you can't even account for it, right? So when you have money come into your account like that, it's better you channel it early. I've learned when it comes to investment and finance that money that you do not channel right will go anyhow, anywhere, right? But if you know that when this money comes, certain percentage goes to this, certain percentage goes to this, it's easier that even if you realize that I don't have so much now, you know that you've invested it in something that will yield to you. So first time buyers are people who can enjoy the benefit of Offplan. And the good thing also is that when you've invested and you've seen the results, those kind of people will carry your matter for their head and most likely share the testimonials to people around them. And that is the benefit of Offplan. All right. Entry price is always low, always low, because it's ridiculously affordable. And now you have a payment plan. All right. Is this something you want to consider as a young person, as middle age, as an older person? Is this something you want to consider trying or investing? Let us know in the comment section on how we can get you started. Payment is easier when it comes off plan, trust me, right? And now that brings me to the crux of the matter, which is how do I invest and ensure that my fingers are not burnt, in literal terms, that I don't lose my hard-earned money? Because I wouldn't want how you can invest in something and at the end of the day, you're looking for the money and nobody is talking to you about it. It's absolutely not nice. It's not a good feeling, right? So a lot of people, because of this fear or this concern, they will rather do something that they are comfortable with, right? Real estate business is literally a high risk investment and is also a high reward investment, right? So how do I invest in Offplan without getting burnt, without losing my hard-earned money? The first thing is, before I start, please, thank you, Philly. Thank you very much. I appreciate. If you're joining us live, let us know where you're watching from. And most likely, if you have questions, we would like to attend to any form of question right on live here. All right. The first thing you have to do is to verify the developer. All right. This is the most important step. Ask what projects have they completed before. Can I see the past estates? Do they have reputation? A good developer should have a track record in what they do, right? Business sometimes happens, and maybe the country also happens, but it's necessary that people who believe strongly concerning their brand, even if something wrong happens, they always have a means of communicating to the client and remedying the situation. So the developer in question, most of the time when you are buying an Offplan, matters greatly. All right. Sometimes they go way over and beyond based on what the clients have paid. They make sure that they put their name in the sands of time based on the estates they are building or the Offplan projects they have. I've entered some estates and I'm like, how would somebody build this beautiful estate? So it comes from the person in question and the idea the person has. Okay, so the developer in question needs to be known, find out what he's done in the time past. And that does not also mean that people who are starting out also may not keep track record or may not do well. But for people who are always scared or have concerns and you eventually see what you like, please do well to check on the developer in question of the Offplan property. Then the second thing you have to do, please don't neglect this one particularly. People neglect it. Even when you verify the developer, don't neglect this number 2, which is confirming the land title. The land title matters anywhere, in any manner, in any state, however you look at it. All right. But when it comes to Abuja, check the land title. Never ignore properties or titles or documents they tell you, oh, they've not that's not been approved, you're waiting for it. All right, it's better you wait till you get the document, then you can invest. All right, or important titles to check in Abuja. So there are some various properties we have here. We have the C of O, which is the certificate of occupancy. We also have the R of O, which is the right of occupancy. And we also have allocation papers based on provisional allocation letters. This one comes when maybe you've paid a certain amount. That is what is being offered to you. In fact, the deed of assignment and the rest, as I used to know in other states, specifically Enugu, comes to you when you have finished building your house. So it's quite different here. In essence, never ignore titles of that property. Yes, someone had reached out to me and said, "Oh, I want to verify this property," and I would suggest, "Oh, we have property lawyer, we have this person, you can go do that." All right, with that is the extent people go ahead to check for the properties they want to invest in. All right, imagine making so much money at the end of the day, not paying attention to investing right. That is not what is right or supposed to do. Okay, the next thing you have to do is visit the location. Site inspection is necessary for people who are looking to buy off plan. Okay, even if the construction has not started fully, kindly go to the property, all right, or do a virtual tour to the location so you can have an idea. If you're not on ground, you can have an idea of how the location is or what is looking like at the time. Check the environment, check for the nearby development. Is this somewhere that matches with your lifestyle or your idea or the need you are looking to achieve? In Abuja, location matters a lot, right? Areas like Airport Road, like I mentioned, now you check out for the locations where the government presence is massively on. Right? If they have other forms of off-plan projects there, you verify the developer, you verify the titles, then do the due diligence by doing your virtual inspection or on-site inspection. This can help you also get this morale or this understanding of the property you are looking out to invest in. Then the fourth thing you have to do so you don't get your fingers burnt or lose your hard-earned money is study the payment plan. What is the payment plan they are offering you? Like I said, there are amazing payment plans that you can receive as a prospect looking to invest in a location. Sometimes they give you 4 months, 6 months, 1 year, which is 12 months. We also have 18 months, then we also have 24 months. Study it carefully, know how much you're supposed to remit either once in a quarter, once in 2 months, as the case may be. All these things can be talked about, all right? Study it carefully. Some off-plan also deals have, find out if they have hidden charges even after you finished making the payment. Sometimes the developer in question adds everything into one and gives you as a prospect or a client. Other times, depending on the developer, the person can separate it. So that's why you can study or you should study the payment plan and ask if there are other charges I should pay or I'm expected to pay when I finish paying for this off-plan project. Is that clear? If you are getting me up to this very point, let me know also in the comment section as we also come to the almost come to the end of this live session. After studying the payment plan, what we can also check is the development timeline. A lot of people have missed amazing opportunities because they felt, oh, how would I pay for a location that is just bush, that nothing is happening there, all right? And the reason could be, oh, they've not gotten their building plan or their building approval. All right. So, what are the developments regarding that project? Recently, we got our project in Wuye here, the signature residence. The building approval just came, and that means that work will commence in earnest soon. This means that people who are bought when it was the first time it came to the market will enjoy constantly appreciation of their ROI or the money they've invested, which is a great one. So the development is lovely because you want a situation where you invest in a location and you come to the site and you see what going on, you see things happening. Oh, lovely. It's so good, right? All right. So understand that there are stages to this thing. And when you understand it, you won't feel bad or sad at any point in time. All right. When would the construction start? When is the completion expected? All right. And what's the stage of the project currently? All right. And this helps you to project appropriately how this projects or this off-plan projects will go. The next one is the final point I'm going to be sharing with you. And this one is, do not go ahead to invest in an off-plan project without a trusted realtor, right? This particular point is absolutely necessary if you also want to invest smart and not lose your hard-earned money. A lot of times you invest through a friend, you invest through a neighbor, a classmate, absolutely great. What and When a realtor or a professional realtor who understands the business is in communication with you, there's always a difference because they share with you what is obtainable in the state. In this case, in Abuja, they share with you where the development is going. They share with you how everything, the kind of titles to look out for, locations you should invest in, and all that. In fact, sometimes a realtor can go as far as knowing that I may not have what you are looking for, but I'll ensure that you get it. You understand? That is how much of a professional realtor you should look out to work with. It saves you a lot of stress. There's some people that go over and above to ensure that you get what you are looking for in investments right here in Abuja. And that's what you should look out for and who you should look out for. Good realtor helps you to verify the project, they negotiate properly, and they avoid risky investments. And this is why many investors prefer working with experienced realtors in Abuja who understands the market. So as you are calling friends and families, also merge them or add them to a professional realtor so that they can work hand in hand to ensure you get the best that you need. Off-plan projects are quite a great investment in Abuja. We have other forms of real estate investments. We have land banking investments. We have buy and hold or buy and flip form of investments. We have already built locations where you just get to pay a fully furnished house. You just come, like the location, pay for it, and move in immediately. We even moved it a notch higher where there is a fully finished house, and not just that, it is fully fitted. Everything is in the house. So they add it to the bill. You come in, you see what you like, you pay for it, and you just move in with your bag. That is how much real estate investment has different phases. But when it comes to off plan, it is something every one of us also should pay attention to. One is a means for you to own your house, like I said earlier on. It's another means for you to have a form of business. For example, you can have various options: one bedroom, two bedroom, three bedroom, duplexes, terraces, where people get to pay you rent either yearly, or you can still use those forms of projects as short let, and they get to pay you either weekly or monthly. So this is another form of or another way you can make money using off plan. So if you've gotten enough value in this video, do well to let us know in the comment section. We would like to hear from you. And most likely, if you're going to watch the replay of this video and you've watched this very point, any further question you need regarding off plan whatsoever, do not forget to reach us on the number showing on your screen, or most likely on the comment section. Check the numbers showing in the comment section and we can help you get started. The signs that you should avoid a project is when there is unrealistic cheap price. For example, in a location, you notice that this location is selling for so and so, but this one is very cheap. Please do your due diligence. The next one is when there is no physical office of the person in question, or no form of title, no documentation, or no site development, or a pressure for you to pay immediately. This is one way for you to know that this could be a red flag, or for you to ask further questions to ensure you get what you want. Off-plan is not scam. Off-plan is not something that is not doable. In fact, most people can actually invest using off-plan. It is easy. It is simple. right? It's actually one of the smartest ways to build wealth in real estate, especially in Abuja, right? The difference between profit and loss is the knowledge and the proper verification. And that is why, as Biology Global Abuja, we always do you the honors of sharing this knowledge constantly, reminding you on how to invest in Abuja. Thank you for staying with us. All right. And till we come your way again, do not forget to hit the subscribe button so that you can always follow us whenever we come on live, and also hit the notification so that whenever we come on live or we're about to, you see it and join immediately. Bye.